Yo, guys.
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's Barkley, and that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is not going to make it. They stop him short. And this remains a game.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
On second down, it's Daniels. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. The defense has got it. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attack the zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time. You know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready now for their second drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready?
Now Daniels. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Come on, come on. Alert, alert.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. The ball comes out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball. A short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So following the score, comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down. Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco quick, check.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Here we go, check.
On play action, Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught to the goal line and in. John Bates. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact
Personal
with
foul.
the kicker too
Roughing the
late.
kicker. Defense.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
When we had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice, he preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Let's go now. Roll. Hey, check that.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime on your opponent's side of the Thinking points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
These distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that. This defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Get it!
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players. Yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Okay, ready?
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of...
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good... in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He gets that to Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Daniels now going to look to throw. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Commanders. Oh, the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Now, following the touchdown, he's out to kick it away. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
To the air again, Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion. And
now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Let's go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That is incomplete. Well read that. Making it going to bring up a 4th down. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. And this one is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
At the 30-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get... They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be brought down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Got a man. It's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Ready, go.
On 1st down, Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Huh. Ready.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of this.